Welcome everyone to Affairs Cloud. Today we'll be talking about various current affairs of February 2021. But before that, you should go and check out our app by the name Careers Cloud where you will get various PDFs of current affairs daily, weekly and monthly. Also tests will be conducted there regularly. You to get an extra 10% discount, you can use the code VIKAS10 to get straight 10% discount. So let's start the video. Welcome everyone. I am Vikas. Today we'll be looking at the current affairs of the third week of Feb. Okay, let's start with the video. Where was the second international conference on gender equality, also known as ICGE second, a carbon neutral event held? Where was the second international conference on gender equality? Where was it held? It was held at Kozhikode, Kerala. Okay, it was held at Kozhikode, Kerala. And where was it held? At a Gender Park campus. It held at Gender Park campus. Okay, in Kozhikode. On which date did it take place? It took place on 11th to 13th February. Okay. Also, you should know that it was inaugurated by the Kerala CM. And what is the name of the CM of Kerala? It is Pinarayi Vijayan. Pinarayi Vijayan. Okay. Then it was a carbon neutral event. You should know this. This conference was a carbon neutral event. Okay. Next question. Where is India's first fully fledged international cruise terminal by the name Sagarika located? India's first fully fledged international cruise terminal, Sagarika, it is located at which place? It is located at Kerala. Willingdon Island, Kerala. Okay, it is a first you should remember, first fully fledged international cruise by the name Sagarika. Sagarika, must remember Sagarika. First international cruise is located at Willingdon Island, Kerala. Okay, it was also inaugurated by our PM Narendra Modi. Okay. Also, it is made at the cost of 25.72 CR. That is 25.72 crore rupees took place in making this cruise. Okay. At a single time, this cruise can hold up to 1 lakh people or 1 lakh your guests. It is this much big. 1 lakh people can be hosted at a single time on this Sagarika cruise. Okay. Next question. What is the revised upper ceiling amount for a family of two family pensions as of February 2021? What is the revised upper ceiling amount for a two family pensions as of February 2021? So what is the revised amount and what was the earlier amount? Earlier the amount was 45,000 rupees per month. Okay, and now it has been increased to 1,25,000 per month. Okay, this amount has been increased by Jitendra Singh, and Jitendra Singh is the Minister of State for Minister of Personal Public Grievances. Okay, revised by Jitendra Singh. Must know. Okay, amount has been increased to 1,25,000 per month. Okay, next question. Which organization released the traffic crash injuries and disabilities, the burden on Indian society report? I repeat, which organization released the traffic crash injuries and disabilities, the burden on Indian society report that estimated India accounts to 11% of global road accident deaths? Which organization released the report? It was released by World Bank. Okay, it was released by World Bank. Okay, next question. Recently, RBI revised the rules for investment in NBFCs, non-banking financial corporations. Okay, RBI revised the rule for investment in NBFCs from non-FATF countries. As per the revised rules, what is the maximum holding limit by a new investor from these countries? What is the maximum holding limit by an investor from these countries? It is 20%. Okay, it is 20%. What is FATF? Must know. What is FATF? It is Financial Action Task Force. FATF stands for Financial Action Task Force. Next, which ministry received the 18th computer? Which ministry received the 18th Computer Society of India CSI Special Interest Group on E-Governance Award 2020 under project category? I repeat, which ministry received the 18th Computer Society of India Special Interest Group on E-Governance Award under 2020 project category? So which was the ministry? It was Ministry of Tribal Affairs. It was the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Next question. How much investment amount needed for India to reach its target of 450 gigawatts? I repeat, how much investment amount is needed for India to reach its target of 450 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030, according to a report released by Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis, that is IEEFA. I repeat, Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis. So what was the investment amount required by India to reach to 450 gigawatts of energy by 2030? It will be around 500 billion US dollar. 500 billion US dollar. Okay, next question. Which regional World Health Organization has signed a LOE for traditional medicines program in New Delhi? I repeat, which regional WHO has signed a LOE for traditional medicines program in New Delhi? Who has signed it? It was signed by WHO Southeast region. WHO Southeast region. Okay. Next question. Name the ministry which launched Payjal Suraksha, Payjal Sarvekshan under Jal Jeevan Mission Urban on a pilot basis in 10 cities. Name the ministry which launched Payjal Sarvekshan under Jal Jeevan Mission on urban a pilot base in 10 cities. Which ministry started it? It was started by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. I repeat, name the ministry which launched Payjal Sarvekshan under Jal Jeevan Mission on a pilot base in 10 countries, in 10 cities. It was Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Okay. What is the full form of Amrit Mission? What is the full form of Amrit Mission? It stands for Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Okay, I repeat, Amrit stands for Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Okay, JJMU is Jal Jeevan Mission, you know, and it is in 10 cities. Okay, you should know that it was in 10 cities and it was launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Next question. Who headed the RBI formulated a 8-member expert committee on urban cooperative banks on line of the statement on development and regulatory policies? I repeat, who headed the RBI formulated, who headed the committee? You know, a committee was made by RBI. In question it is asked who headed the committee. So who headed the RBI formulated a committee of 8 members on urban cooperative banks on the line of the statement on development and regulatory policies. So it was headed by whom? N.S. Vishwanathan. It was headed by N.S. Vishwanathan. Okay, and he is the former deputy governor of RBI. You should know this. Deputy governor of RBI is N.S. Vishwanathan. Okay, and this committee has to submit its report within 3 months. Next, you can also say that he is the chairman. Okay, chairman of this committee, headed by or chaired by is the same thing. So don't get confused in such questions. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who was appointed as the seventh Director General of the World Trade Organization, is from which country? He is from Nigeria. He is from Nigeria and he has been appointed as the seventh Director General. Okay, he has been appointed as the seventh Director General and became the first woman and the first African to head WTO. She's a woman. Okay, first of all, she's a woman and she is the first woman and first African, first woman and first African to head the WTO. WTO stands for World Trade Organization. I repeat, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was appointed as the seventh Director General of the World Trade Organization. Okay, she is the first woman and a first African woman to head the World Trade Organization, that is WTO, and she is the seventh Director General of WTO. Seventh, you should remember it. Okay, next. Ajay Mathur has been named as the new Director General of Dash. Ajay Mathur has become the new Director General of what? International Solar Alliance. Ajay Mathur is the new Director General of International Solar Alliance. Okay, he has been the new Director General of Solar Alliance. Earlier he was the Director General of Energy and Resources Institute, that is TERI. Okay, the Energy and Resources Institute. So now TERI, this is TERI, the Energy and Resources Institute. Now Ajay Mathur has been the Director General of International Solar Alliance. Next question. Who launched eChavanni portal? Who launched eChavanni portal and mobile app in the New Delhi to provide online civic services to around 20 lakh residents of 62 cantonments board across India? Who launched it? It was launched by Rajnath Singh. Okay, it was launched by Rajnath Singh and he is the Minister of Defense. Okay, it was launched by Rajnath Singh. Next. Former Indian cricketer Naman Oja retires from all forms of cricket. He belongs to which state? Naman Oja belongs to which state? He belongs to Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Next. You should also remember he was a wicket keeper. Okay. Wicket keeper. Next. Which country has signed a MOU with India for enhancing cooperation between the two countries in civil space activities? India has signed an MOU for enhancing cooperation between the two countries in civil space activities. Let's see the options. Russia, Australia, China and Germany. India has signed an MOU with Australia. Must know. Okay. India has signed MOU with Australia. Okay. Next question. RBI has released the Draft Reserve Bank of India Directions 2021 in exercise of the power conferred under the section dash of the RBI Act 1934, read with the section 45U. So, under what section RBI has released the Draft Reserve Bank of India credit derivations? So, which was the section? It was under 45W. It was under 45W. Okay. Next question. Which e-commerce giant has partnered with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company to offer Safeguard Insurance, a group insurance policy to its consumers and their families? I repeat, which e-commerce giant has partnered with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company to offer group safeguard insurance and a group insurance policy to its customers, to its consumers and their family members? So which company was it? It was Flipkart. Okay. Next question. Chief Minister of which state has recently received the Scotch Challenger Award? I repeat, Chief Minister of which state has recently received the Scotch Challenger Award? Who was it? Which Chief Minister was it? Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh. And what is the name of the Chief Minister? It is Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Jagan Mohan Reddy. Okay. Next. Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying presented AWBI. AWBI stands for Animal Welfare Board of India. So Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying presented Animal Welfare Board of India National Awards for Animal Welfare and Protection 2021, namely Prani Mitra and Jiva Daya awards. Prani Mitra award under corporate category received by which entity? First of all, you should remember that Animal Welfare Board of India, that is AWBI, it gave two awards. Okay, national awards. It gave an award, namely Prani Mitra and Jeev Daya. These two awards have been given by AWBI, that is Animal Welfare Board of India. Okay. Then Prani Mitra, the question is asked that Prani Mitra under corporate category received by which entity? Prani Mitra was received by which trust or which corporation? It was received by Tata Trust Foundation. Okay. It was received by Tata Trust Foundation. Next question. Who was removed from Puducherry Lieutenant Governor post and Dr. Tamilisai Soranjan, Governor of Telangana, was given additional charge as a LG of Puducherry? I repeat, who was removed from Puducherry Lieutenant Governor post and Dr. Tamilisai Sundaranjan, the Governor of Telangana, was given an additional charge as the LG of Puducherry? Who is given the additional charge of Puducherry now? Dr. Tamilisai Sundaranjan. Okay, and who was removed? The question is like Kiran Bedi was removed. Okay, Kiran Bedi was earlier the governor of Puducherry. Now she has been removed from the post, and the governor of Telangana, Dr. Tamilisai Sundararajan, has been appointed as or has been given the additional charge of Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Okay, next question. Which of the following acts of Indian government got approval from the Union Cabinet chaired by PM Modi for its amendment? I repeat, which of the following acts? Question is asking which act, okay? Which of the following acts of Indian government got approved from the Union Cabinet chaired by the PM Modi? Which act was it? The name of the act is the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. Okay, next question. Union Cabinet chaired by PM Modi gave approval for the signing of a comprehensive economic cooperation and partnership agreement. As per the approval, which country will become the first African country to have a deal with India? Look at the options: Mauritius, South Africa, Morocco or Egypt. Which country will it? It will be Mauritius. Okay, it will be Mauritius. Next question. Which state is the top destination for the foreign direct investment from the United Kingdom as per Grant Thornton Bharat's Britain Meet India report? Which country is it? Is it Maharashtra? Okay, you should know if FDI is talking, China has surpassed USA in terms of FDI. Like in China is now having more foreign direct investment as compared to USA. All right, next question. As per RBI's guidelines to housing financing company HFC, minimum liquidity coverage ratio of 100% is targeted to be achieved by, I repeat, as per RBI's guidelines to housing finance company, minimum liquidity coverage ratio of 100% is targeted to be achieved by 1st of December 2025. 1st of December 2025. Okay. Next question. Which country received a 15 million US dollar worth of credit line from India's Export Import Bank? I repeat, which country received a 15 million dollar worth of line of credit from India's Export Import Bank? Which was it? It was none other than what? Which country was it? It was Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Okay, from Exim Bank, that is Export Import Bank. The government of India has extended a line of credit worth 15 million US dollar. Okay, to Sierra Leone. Next question. Which organization which organization has won the UNEP's Asia Environmental Enforcement Award under innovation category? Which organization won UNEP's Asia Environmental Enforcement Award under innovation category? Who won it? It was won by Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. I repeat, it was won by Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. Next question. Who authored the book Indian Economy? Who authored the book Indian Economy's Greatest Crisis, Impact of Coronavirus and Road Ahead? I repeat, who authored the book Indian Economy's Greatest Crisis, Impact of Coronavirus and Road Ahead? Who authored it? It was authored by Arun Kumar. It was authored by Arun Kumar. Next question. Which organization signed a statement of intent with Greenstat Hydrogen India Private Limited to set up a center of excellence on hydrogen? I repeat, which organization signed a statement of intent with Greenstat Hydrogen India Private Limited to set up a center of excellence on hydrogen? It was done by Indian Oil Corporation, that is IOC. Indian Oil Corporation. Next question. Where was the joint conference of the 11th World Petro Coal Congress and the World Future Fuel Summit? I repeat, where was the joint conference on the 11th World Petro Coal Congress and World Future Fuel Summit held? Where was it held? It was held in New Delhi, India. It was held in New Delhi. Which two conferences were held? 11th World Petro Coal Congress and World Future Fuel Summit. World Future Fuel Summit was held in New Delhi. Next question. Which organization partnered with Bank of Maharashtra to launch Mahabank Channel Financing Scheme? Which scheme is launched? Mahabank Channel Financing Scheme, a channel financing solution for MSMEs. So, which organization partnered with Bank of Maharashtra to launch Mahabank Channel Financing Scheme, a channel financing solution for MSMEs? Which was the organization? It is Vayana Network. Vayana Network. Okay. Next question. Which bank signed an MOU with Society for Innovation and Development, an initiative for IISc Bangalore to provide loans to startups and MSMEs? Which was the bank? It was Indian Bank. Okay, Indiana Bank. Next question. Which is the first and only Indian city to be named as 2020 City of the World? Tree City of the World. We have done this current affair earlier also, if you remember. And if you have not watched the earlier videos, go and watch those videos. Those are very important videos. Okay, which is the first and only Indian city to be named 2023 city of the world? It is none other than Hyderabad. Okay, next question. Who was appointed as the president of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics? President of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. President of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Who was he? Seiko Hashimoto. Seiko Hashimoto was appointed as the president of 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Next question. Recently in Feb, PM Modi virtually inaugurated the Puglar Thrissur Power Transmission Project. I repeat, PM Modi virtually inaugurated Puglar Thrissur Power Transmission Project. This is the first high voltage direct current to connect Dash with the national grid. So, recently, PM Modi virtually inaugurated the Pugalur Thrissur Power Transmission Project. This is the first high voltage direct current to connect Dash with the national grid. Which state will be connected with the national grid? It will be Kerala. It will be Kerala. Okay, next. Which country or countries virtually participated with India in a macroeconomic dialogue that discussed on signing the bilateral trade and investment agreement? So, which was it? It was EU, European Unions. European Unions virtually participated with India in a macroeconomics dialogue that discussed on signing the bilateral trade and investment agreement. Okay, next. Which country signed an MOU with India for mutual visa exemption for diplomatic passport holders? Which country signed MOU with India for mutual visa exemption for diplomatic passport holders? For diplomatic passport holders, visa exemption will be given, and it is a MOU between two countries, India and which? Ethiopia. India and Ethiopia. Rank of India is in Henley's Passport Index 85. Score is 58. First rank goes to Japan with 191 score, and second goes to Singapore. Okay, with 190 score. Next, RBI has imposed a withdrawal cap of rupees 1000 on customers of Dash for a period of 6 months. I repeat, RBI has imposed a withdrawal cap of rupees 1000 rupees on customers of Dash for a period of 6 months, and the bank name was Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank. Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank. Next question. India currently with the presidency of BRICS launched its BRICS 2021 website. This is the website. What is the theme of the BRICS 2021? As you should know, India is having the presidency of BRICS. Who all are in BRICS? Britain, Russia, India, China and South Africa. BRICS was formed in 2008, and in 2009 South Africa joined the BRICS. You should know this. Okay, so what is the theme of this BRICS? The theme is Intra BRICS Corporation. Theme is Intra BRICS Corporation. Okay, next question. Which country partnered with Israel Missile Defense Organization to jointly develop Arrow 4? Arrow 4 is an anti-ballistic missile. Arrow 4 is a anti-ballistic missile, and India, which country has partnered with Israel? That USA. USA has partnered with Israel Missile Defense Organization to jointly develop Arrow 4 anti-ballistic missile. We have what is the India's first indigenous machine pistol? India's first indigenous machine pistol. Comment below. Comment the answer of this question. Okay. Next, when is the UN World Day of Social Justice observed annually? When is UN, that is United Nations World Day of Social Justice observed annually? When it is observed on 20th February. Okay, it is observed on 20th February. Welcome everyone. So, apart from the questions, today we'll be discussing some of the important headlines that you should know about the third week of the Feb. Okay, so these are the one liners that are important, and for the upcoming exams, you can refer them and they will be very beneficial to you. So, let's go quickly revise these all. Delhi Dehradun Expressway to feature India's first and Asia's largest 12-kilometer wildlife protection corridor. It is made on Delhi Dehradun Highway. Okay. Next, MSDE launches Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship 21-23. Who launched it? MSDE. IETO signs MOU with Government of Karnataka for SDGs. Second phase of Vigyan Jyoti program commenced. NEGPA, the mission of digital agriculture. What is NEGPA? It is a mission of digital agriculture. Kerala hosted second international conference on gender equality as its first carbon neutral event in Kozhikode. Okay, we saw this question. Kerala hosted second international conference on gender equality as its first carbon neutral event in Kozhikode, Kerala. Seventh, overview of PM Narendra Modi's visit to Tamil Nadu and Kerala on February 2021. 8th, Jammu and Kashmir's Chenab Valley celebrates 3-day Kanchut Festival. Kanchut Festival was celebrated in Jammu and Kashmir's Chenab Valley. Okay. Central government raises upper ceiling for family pensions to 1,25,000 per month. ESIC partners with NHA to upgrade medical infrastructure available under ABPM-J in Maharashtra. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Okay. 11th, Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar. India contributes around 24% to global pulses output. 12th, with 1% of world's vehicle, India accounts for 11% of the global death in road accidents. This comes about after World Bank report. Okay, that with the 1% of world's vehicle, India accounts for 11% of the global deaths in road accident. This report was given by World Bank. Okay, 13th, RBI tightens norm for investment in NBFCs from 17 non-FAT countries, 17 non-FATF countries. Next, Kotak Mahindra launches Kotak Remit, its outward forex remittance service. Kotak Remit was launched by Kotak Mahindra. Next, MasterCard launches Priceless India. Priceless India to provide rich heritage of India to domestic and global travelers. 16th, Ministry of Tribal Affairs win Award of Appreciation at the 18th CSI SIG E-Governance Award. 17th, India's Rishabh Pant and South Africa's Shabnim Ismail won ICC Player of the Month for January 2021. Rishabh Pant and South Africa's Shabnim Ismail. 18th, Carlos Menem, former president of Argentina, passed away. Carlos Menem, who is the former president of Argentina, passed away at 19. New book titled Tipane Kashmirchi, Notes on Kashmir. I repeat, book titled Tipane Kashmirchi. It is a note on Kashmir, untold stories, authored by Arun Karamkar. You should remember Arun Karmarkar has recently launched a book Tipane Kashmirchi. Okay, it is a notes on Kashmir. Then Safer Internet Day is celebrated on 9th of February. Safer Internet Day is celebrated on 9th of Feb. Maharashtra government launched online application through Apple Sarkar Mahadabar portal. Maharashtra government launched online application through Apple Sarkar MahaDBT portal. 22. Jammu and Kashmir's AC approved integrated solid waste management project by NAFED at Kohat Bhalwal. Okay. Then of 17th Feb. Smriti Irani virtually inaugurated the jute seed distribution plan and jute farmers awareness workshop at Barakpur, West Bengal. Smriti Irani virtually inaugurated jute seed distribution plan and jute farmers awareness workshop at Barakpur, West Bengal. Next, India needs USD 50 billion to reach India needs 50 billion to reach 2030 re-emission target of 450 gigawatts. Okay, India needs 500 US billion dollars to reach the target of 450 gigawatts of energy. HCL signed an MOU with IIT Kanpur to collaborate in cybersecurity. I repeat, HCL signed an MOU with IIT Kanpur to collaborate in cybersecurity. Okay. Next, Mandu Festival. Where was Mandu Festival held? Mandu Festival held at Mandu in Dhar district of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Mandu Festival was celebrated in Madhya Pradesh. Ayush Ministry and WHO CRO signed LOE to Deputy Ayush expert for WHO's traditional medicine program. Okay, DOT to set up Digital Intelligence Unit and TAFCOP to tackle UCC financial frauds. Next, Ministry of Housing Urban Affairs launches Pay Jal Surakshan on pilot basis in 10 cities. Okay. RBI formulates EC to strengthening and consolidating UCBs headed by NS Vishwanathan. ADB signs 100 crore debt financing agreement with Medanta to support COVID-19 response in India. Next, bank credit growth at 90% of fiscal year 20 level RBI data. This data was given by RBI. Kerala Financial Corporation becomes first government financial institution in Kerala to launch debit card. Kerala Financial Corporation becomes the first government financial institution in Kerala to launch debit card. Mastercard and Razorpay. Mastercard and Razorpay partner to make digital payments more accessible for MSMEs and startups. 13th, India's GDP to grow at 13.5% as per norm while states fiscal deficit revised to negative in fiscal year 2022. Nigeria's Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she is the first Deputy General of WTO, first woman and the first woman and first African woman to head WTO, and she is the seventh Director General of WTO. Next, actor Rana Dugabati becomes brand ambassador of CEAT. Dr. Ajay Mathur elected as the Director General of ISA succeeded Upendra Tripathi. Preeti Sinha, Indian origin investment banker, was appointed as the Executive Secretary of UNCDF. Jean Michael Sama Lokande Kenge named as the Prime Minister of Congo. Jean Michael Sama Lukonde Kenji. Okay. MDL delivers INS Karanj, India's third Kalavari class submarine to Indian Navy. Rajnath Singh launches e-Chavanni portal and mobile app for Cantonment Board. And 21st is former Indian cricketer Naman Oja retires from all forms of cricket. He was wicket keeper. Okay. Next of 18th Feb. India joined Iran-Russia Maritime Security Belt 2020. Second, GE Power Conservation GRSE Inc. pact to collaborate on propulsion system design. Third, Amazon India to begin its first manufacturing line in India at Chennai. Okay, tell me, SpaceX is starting its production in which state? Comment below. Next, PM Narendra Modi lays foundation stone for Maharaja Subhaldev Memorial in UP. Okay, this question also we have done. PM Narendra Modi lays foundation for the stone of Maharaj Suhaldev Memorial in UP. India fifth. India Australia signs MOU to increase cooperation in civil space activities. Sixth, MOU to rename school under Smarga Shiksha Abhiyan after Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. Seventh, RBI permits residents to make remittances to IFSCs under LRS. Next, RBI issues draft guidelines on credit default swaps. Ninth, Flipkart partners with ICICI Lombard to offer group safeguard insurance. 10th, PHDCCI launches a MOU with SIDBI to facilitate credit schemes for its MSME members. India's growth to rebound 10% in fiscal year 2022 according to S&P. Then Andhra Pradesh CM YS Jagan Mohan Reddy received the Scotch Challenger Award. Scotch Challenger Award was given to Andhra Pradesh CM, that is YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, Chief Minister of the Year Award. Okay. S. Theodore Bhaskaram honored with Sanctuary Lifetime Service Award 2020. S. Theodore Bhaskaran honored with Sanctuary Lifetime Service Award 2020. AWBI confers Pranit Mitra and Jeev Daya Awards. Dr. Kiran Bedi removed as the Puducherry Lieutenant Governor and Telangana's Governor Tamisilai Soundararajan given the additional charge of Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Next, ICICI Bank to buy 5.4% stake in Citi's Cash and 9.65 stake in Thilais Analytic Solution for rupees 6.03 crore. Next, Government of India to sell 26.12% stake in Tata Communication Limited by March 2021. New chameleon species Bucacia nana, Earth's smallest reptile species. Bucacia nana is the Earth's smallest reptile species and it is of chameleon. You should remember Bucacia nana, Earth's smallest reptile species and it is of chameleon. South Africa's player Du Plessis announces retirement from Test cricket. Former journalist Kavita Kane penned a new novel titled Saraswati's Gift. Saraswati's Gift is started a novel by Kavita Kane. Sabrina Roy unveils his seventh literary work titled Fractured Mosaic. Sabrina Roy. Next, Dr. Vishaka Sivdasani launched ebook titled COVID and Post-COVID Recovery, Dr. V's 6-point plan. Next, International Childhood Cancer Day was observed on 15th of February. I repeat, International Childhood Cancer Day was observed on 15th of Feb. Tamil Nadu CM unveils Industrial Policy 21-25 and MSMEs Policies 21. Okay. So we will also look at the current affairs or the one-liners of February 19. Start. PM Narendra Modi virtually addressed 29th NASSCOM Technology and Leadership Forum. PM inaugurates and lays foundation stone of key projects of oil and gas sector in Tamil Nadu. Harsh Vardhan inaugurates Common Research and Technology Development Hub at CDRI, Lucknow. Remove this is nothing. Essar Oil and Gas Science MOU with Indian School of Mines. Essar Oil and Gas Science MOU with Indian School of Mines. West Bengal Governor inaugurates 11th Rashtriya Sanskrit Mahotsav at Cooch Behar. West Bengal Governor inaugurates 11th Rashtriya Sanskrit Mahotsav at Cooch Behar. PM launches Mahabhau Brahmaputra program and lays foundation stone for 2 bridges in Assam. Mahabhau Brahmaputra program and lays stone for 2 bridges in Brahmaputra. India recorded $1,422 million FDI inflow from UK in 2019-2020. Okay. Google partners with EIF, Inter-American Development Bank and Kiva to invest 75 million in COVID hit small businesses. RBI issues master direction for housing financing companies. Next, Premal Group gets RBI nod to acquire DHFL. Exim Bank extended line of credit of 15 million US dollar to Republic of Sierra Leone. Government to infuse 1500 crore into Exim Bank in fiscal year 2022. WCCB received Asia Environmental Enforcement Award 2020 from United Nations Environment Programme. Usha Rao Monari of India appointed as the Under Secretary General and Associate Administrator of UNDP. Tata Group to acquire 68% stake in Big Basket for about 9,500 crore. Okay. Labor Minister Santosh Gangwar launched software applications for 5 Pan India surveys. Former MP, Congress leader Captain Satish Sharma passed away at 73. Arun Kumar authors a new book, Indian Economy's Greatest Crisis, Impact of Coronavirus and the Road Ahead. Arun Kumar. Next, Louis Banks, A Sympathy of Love, the biography of Louis Banks authored by Ashish Ghatak. Next, IAF Chief Rakesh Singh Bhaduria sir launched the book The Epic Battle of Longwala. The Epic Battle of Longwala, authored by Air Marshal Bharat Kumar. And the last for this video is Punjab's first solar based water supply project to be set up at Jalandhar district. Punjab's first solar based water supply project to be set up at Jalandhar district.